अचिंत्य जगता प्रति कृती तुझी न कोणाकडे, असो खलही केवळा तव कृपे सुमार्गी वडे. उन्हे पुढतिये तुझ्या खचित रत्न चिंतामणी, श्री सतत माझिया वरद हस्त ठेवा जणी. समर्थ सद्गुरु श्री गजानन महाराज की जय. In these four lines, Govind Bua Taklikar summarize Shri Gajanan Maharaj, his leelas, his actions. All this leela, all these actions are captured in this miraculous pothi, which is called Shri Gajanan Vijay Granth. And we are creating this video and the series of video to discuss about Shri Gajanan Vijay Granth. So, what is the requirement? Why do we do all the discussion on this when we read the pothi? When we can read the pothi, when we can feel it, this book is a solution for all our problems. It has answer for all our questions. Some say that it is a miraculous pothi. Some say that it is a rescue system. Whenever we have a problem, we can read it, and by His grace, we can solve those problems. But I say that this is a guideline of living the life, or it is a management book. I have used this teaching, I have used all his teachings in my professional world also, and every time I was succeeded. So what is the requirement to discuss about this? There is a requirement, because we want to understand each and every sentence, each and every chapter of this book, so we can pass that to our next generation. And that was the mission of our group, our parivar, our family. I don't want to take any specific name for this parivar. I would say that ours is Gajanan community. Why we want to pass all this legacy, all this teaching to our next generation? Because this generation is growing up out of India in a different environment where there are a lot of attractive things which can divert them very easily from their path. So, if we don't teach them, if we don't tell them about what our belief is, where we trust, how we can pass it? It's a very simple question. And the answer is also simple. Only thing is, we have to go deep. We have to understand it ourselves and then pass it to the next generation. If I believe in this, why not my son? Why not my daughter? Why not my kids? We can do that. You can do that. Like, I request every parent, like you are after your kid, to tell them, to force them to do their homework, brush their teeth every night. Why don't we tell them? Why don't we force them to read one chapter per day? How much time it would take? 15 minutes? 20 minutes? They can spare this much time. Or if they are very little one, very young, they are not able to read, if they don't have time, at least 11 time, they can recite Gan Gan Ganat Bote, Gan Gan Ganat Bote, Gan Gan Ganat Bote, the mantra of Maharaj. Whenever someone, some relative, our uncle, our auntie, or someone visit our house, greet them with Jai Gajanan. We are saying hello, hi, good morning. There is no need. Jai Gajanan is more than enough. We follow this rule. We follow this rule in our family also. And this is my humble request to all of you. Please enforce this rule to your house also. Because whenever we have problem, what we do? We take this pothi. We pray to him. Kripa kari to bhaktansi, dhavuni ye to vegesi. And he comes. He comes every time. He helps you out. So, after some time, when we are old, or if we will not be there, who is going to save our kid? Who is going to rescue our kid? Only him. But only one condition is there. They have to connect themselves with him. There is a Wi-Fi available. They can connect. But if they don't know the password, how they can connect? So what is the password? Password is Gan Gan Ganat Bote. Gan Gan Ganat Bote. But we have to practice it. We have to mug it up. So make this practice for our kids. Pass that to them. That's why we need all this series of video to understand this Pothi, to understand his actions, to understand his Leela in a simple, practical word. With that, I would say a big Jai Gajanan to all of you watching this video. Subscribe our videos on YouTube and wait for the next episode. We are coming up with the chapter 1. We are coming up with lot of other information related with him, related with this Pothi. Why there are 3669 Ovyas? Why not more? Why not less? Why we have 21 chapters? What is the meaning of chapter 1? In 5 minutes time, we can explain chapter 1 in simple, practical language. How and what we learn out of this. What is the teaching of life? How I can implement those teaching in my personal, professional life. Very easy. But there is only one thing that we need from you and your kids. The time, the faith, the trust at his holy feet. Believe him and you will get each and everything, every answer in your life. I was talking to one very, very, very senior devotee and a very successful person in his life. And what he told me, Rishi, the crux of my life is that whenever I have to take decision in my life, whether it is professional or personal, I just close my eyes. I think only 30 seconds in this condition, what is written in this book, in this Pothi. And I will always, always, always get right answer. That's why some says this is a guideline of life. Some said this is a rescue system. Some says this is the greatest management book. So stay tuned. We are coming soon with chapter 1 discussion in a simple and universal language. Jai Gajanan, Jai Gajanan and Jai Gajanan.